Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today, you got my 4 favorite plays for you on Wednesday. We got 2 NBA picks. We got game 2, Spurs versus OKC. If it's going to be anything like game 1, I am 100% hyped for this game. And I also got 2 plays in video games for you guys. First up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Let's try to get to 10 likes in this video. And now let's hop into the recap. This is one thing you will see me doing every single day on this channel. And I don't miss days. A lot of people on YouTube do not recap their wins, do not recap their losses. Yesterday, we cashed out on our Bam's best bet. Let's start off with something nice. We hit the Knicks minus 5.5, and it was definitely a sweat, but we smacked that play at the end of the day. It was a very, very nice winner, and it wasn't just that. We cashed out a 4-man for 8.75x, meaning that our recap is looking green. Our recap, we sent out 4 picks, or 4 slips, I should say, 4 4-mans, and one of them smacked for 8.75x. Very, very good, and it could have been way more because just look at this right here. We got super unlucky. This Jota guy, where Jota misses by literally 1 headshot. We need him to get 1 more, and then we would have had an insane 10+ unit day. But unfortunately, that does not go ahead and happen for us. And it wasn't just that. We had another 3 out of 4 over here. This guy wasn't as close, but still a 3 out of 4 is rough. And at the end of the day, guys, we're still going to take a profitable day of a almost 5 unit profit, but it does kind of sting to not get that one cashed through for us. On the free picks, we had 2 of them cashed and 1 of them missed. This was the one I sent up on the Discord. And then for the YouTube slip, this one was actually it was looking great because we cashed out the soccer correlation. I love correlation. It's my bread and butter, and it's what we do on the VIP a ton. But then when it came to the NBA picks, unfortunately, we can not get our stride. Jalen Brunson on the under was not a good spot. He ended with 38 points, even though it was overtime. So I suppose he got his stats inflated a little bit. And Max Strus just could not get his hands on rebounds. But it is what it is, guys. I'm feeling great. We still cashed out our best bet. We still cashed out on the VIP. And I'm going to try to get this free pick streak started now. And I'm going to get these 2 plays hopefully green out in the NBA. And, of course, the esports plays I'm feeling good about, too. Now, before I get into those picks, make sure you guys join up on the Discord. It's 100% free. You guys can get all my picks in here. And I think we got over 550 members. So make sure you guys are locking in. It's 100% free. Join up. Actually, just yesterday, I dropped in a taco play with Brunson, who obviously cashed this, and then these 2 guys, these guys are going live very, very early on Wednesday morning. So hopefully we can green that out and then have something nice to talk about in tomorrow's video, but that's not yet greened out. So we'll see. Make sure you guys are tuned up on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, you wouldn't have gotten that pick. So lock in. It's 100% free. Now, let's get into talking about how you guys can get free VIP. Super, super easy. How you guys can get free VIP. Sign up for Chalkboard or sign up for Underdog using code BAM right here. You've been looking at it for the last 2 minutes. It's right on the hat. Use code BAM on Chalkboard or on Underdog. And then you guys can get a free month of VIP. Just text me the word here. Let me change. Just text me the word chalk to, or just here it is. Let me change this. Text me the word VIP. I should have changed that earlier. Just text me the word VIP to this number right here, Nama93071980, and I'll get you on one of these apps or on a different app that you don't have already, and we'll get you rolling from there. And this isn't just talk, guys. We actually do profit on the VIP. This is probably my favorite screenshot of the last couple weeks or so. We made over almost $1,100 using just one app. Actually, it's actually just on Underdog, not even talking about PrizePicks. We had a very, very good week on Underdog, and we do have more proof here, just literally infinite amount of proof. I'm not going to scroll through all of it, but we're looking very, very good on the VIP. If you guys want to get in 100% free, don't pay a dime. Make sure you guys lock in and sign up on Chalkboard or on Underdog using code BAM. Now, let's get into the first couple plays for today. We're starting it off with Counterstrike, and I'm not going to take too long talking about the esports plays. Right here, we're just going to go for Herdina, I'm going to call him. I'm not exactly sure how to say this. We're going to go for Herdina, and then we're going to go for Storm on the under right here. And the reason we're taking both these guys on the under is actually pretty simple. So Heroic Academy is going up in a game against Algo, right? And if we look this game up, this is Thunderpick, the site that I'm using right now. Heroic Academy are significantly worse compared to Algo right here. Algo are minus 588 to win this matchup. And what does this mean? This means, number one, they will probably lose. But number two, it will probably not be a close game. This is one thing that I like doing too. You can see exactly what or it does this on some maps. I'm not sure if it does this on this one. You can see, yeah, for the maps, you can see exactly how, sometimes it shows you exactly how much they think they're going to win by. But in this case, if Algo is almost minus 600 to win this game, they're likely going to blow out Heroic Academy. And what does a blowout mean? A blowout means they're going to win really, really quickly. And in Counterstrike, I put this graphic up here. Why 2 unders can correlate. If it's a short map, right? If one team just blows the other team out, what's going to happen is that two guys on the same team are likely to go under together because there's not very much time, right? That's the simplest way I can explain Counterstrike. A longer game means there's going to be more opportunities for kills and more kills will happen. And the reason why games go long is because games are really close. When games are really close, they're back and forth. The game does actually extend and it keeps going longer to decide a winner. But when one team is significantly better than the other team, in this case, what's going to happen here, or what's predicted to happen with Algo and Heroic Academy, one team will just blow out the other team and we will quickly be done with the game. And if that happens, then both Herdina and Storm will go on the under right here because they're not going to get very many opportunities to go ahead and rack up eliminations. So I like both these guys on the under. I'm taking Herdina on the headshots at 16 under. And I'm taking Storm at 32.5 kills on the under. I think, honestly, either of their lines are good spots, but these are my personal favorites. And now let's move into the NBA picks. We're starting it off with my man Chet Holmgren right here on the under at 13.5. Now, a lot of you guys might be looking at this and going, Bam's off his rocker. What is he talking about? This guy has hit only twice on the under in the last 10 games, and he's only hit this in 30% of games on the under in the entire season. Why in the world would we take Chet on the under? And I got one word for you. Matchup. This matchup is horrendous for Chet Holmgren. Of all the players on the Thunder that struggle the most when playing a top defense like the Spurs, Chet Holmgren struggles worst. Like, it's not even close. The last time Chet Holmgren hit against the Spurs was December 13th, and he's played 4 games since then, and he hasn't even cracked 11 points. His best performance was on Christmas when he got 10 points against them in a loss, a 15-point loss. He has been horrible going up against the Spurs. And I mean, it's because of Wembanyama. And it's because of how much rim pressure the Spurs put. It's not just Wemby, guys. It's Castle. It's Vassell. You saw that big block Vassell got at the end of, I think it was the first overtime or regulation. I'm not sure. It was ridiculous. Vassell was out there blocking Holmgren, who's like, a foot taller than him. Even guys like Harper, even guys like Champagny, not so much, but still present, are all generating rim pressure. And rim pressure is one thing that the Spurs have absolutely cracked down on, right? The Spurs know, well, the most profitable shot, the best shot in all of basketball is the layup, right? The layup or the dunk. The layup or the dunk, or, the amount of points you're going to get from it, which is 2, versus the amount of times you actually make it, which is around, a decent amount of percentages. They know that's the most profitable shot in the game, right? It's right up there with like the corner 3 from a great 3-point shooter and such, right? So they're going to cut down on that as much as possible. And what happens is guys like, Dort are going to go out to the 3-point line, of course. Guys like J-Dub are going to try to take more mid-range. Guys like Shea are going to hit a lot of mid-ranges, of course. Guys like Hartenstein don't really score all that much. Guys like Chet Holmgren, who only really have one avenue of scoring, and that is scoring near the basket, they take it the worst. They struggle the most going up against a tough rim pressuring defense in the Spurs, and he is going to struggle the most in this matchup. The reason why his line is so low is because he's hit this a lot this season. But I don't care if he hits it against Phoenix. I don't care if he hits it against LA. I don't care if he hits it against Charlotte. I don't care if he hits against Portland. If he can't hit against San Antonio, it doesn't matter. And in this case, that is why I believe Chet Holmgren should be going on the under here at 13.5 points. Now, going into play number 4. Well, before I get into play number 4, do me a huge favor. Drop a subscribe on this channel. If you guys like anything about what I'm talking about, the statistics, the analytics, the strategies, and the honesty, the honesty of recording the recaps every single day. Nobody does this online. Just straight up. Nobody's as transparent as we are. Well, that's a lie. Some people are. I'm going to give some people some flowers. There are some people out there who are pretty transparent, but I'm going to say 99% of people who give out sports picks on the internet are not as transparent as we are on this channel. So hit that subscribe button if you want to tail along. And now let's get into play number 2. We're going over to Dylan Harper right here, over 19 PRA. I love this spot for Dylan Harper, man. He's cashed this in 52% of games this season. He's cashed this in 8 of the last 10 games. He's on a 4-game hit streak. And even though the matchup here looks rough, you might go, whoa, Bam, you were just talking about matchup, right? If Harper can't hit against OKC, surely we take him on the under here. No. The reason why Harper wasn't getting as many, as much going on here is because his minutes were limited, right? Obviously, he got 47 minutes in this game because it was a double overtime, right? We got to make that clear. But he was getting less and less minutes in this game. Fox was playing, and he was also just blossoming into the player that he is right now. Harper, I would say, easily has grown the most on this Spurs team in the span of this year. In addition to that, De'Aaron Fox is questionable for this game. Do I expect him to play? Yes, but do I expect him to play as many minutes as maybe, he usually does or he has done in these last few games when Harper hasn't against OKC? No. And if you notice, when Harper doesn't hit against OKC, he is just barely missing this line, like 17, 17, 18 when he needs 19. And I think Fox's limited minutes could just push Harper over the top because Harper is going to get that extra rotation, probably the extra 5, maybe even 10 minutes if it goes closer, down the stretch in this game. And if you just look at a guy like Harper, man, he's got that poise. He has that composure to carry the Spurs and be that number one ball handler in the clutch moments. He's not, just because he's a rookie doesn't mean he's got no composure. Just because he's a rookie doesn't mean he's going to turn the ball over when it gets down the stretch. And if you want any more proof to back up that statement, just watch the end of regulation, the first overtime, the second overtime of game 1, and you will easily see exactly what I'm talking about. Which means Harper's going to get more minutes down the stretch than really any other rookie does typically, because rookies are typically more prone to turning the ball over in a big moment like that. So that's why I like Dylan Harper right here at 19.5 RA, or PRA, I'm going to say. And that's my last play of the day. We're going to take this as a 4-man. Please, for the love of God, do not take this as a 4-man flex play. 4-man flex plays are just horrible on PrizePicks. You never want to take them. The mathematical odds for this are just way better as a power play. So take it as a 10x. We're getting a full 10x for this, which you absolutely love to see. And hopefully we can go ahead and cash this out. I appreciate you guys watching, and let's make some money on the NBA on Wednesday.